Social movements are effective when they are able to disrupt the status quo. And so to be able to generate that kind of social disruption, you've got to have people on the ground. You got to have people who are organized. You got to have people who are willing to go to jail. And it's not social disruption by itself, but the social disruption part gives it that added leverage to say, look, we will stop the marches, we will stop the protests if you meet our demands. Because Black Lives Matter has been able to mobilize large numbers of people, they expose the injustice.
Social movements want to grab the attention of the public and keep the spotlight focused on their movement and on their cause. And one way they do that is by changing up tactics. Black Lives Matter initially was talking a lot about racial justice and ending the police shootings. By the end of the summer, there was a lot of talk about reforming the way that police departments are funded, but also a general push for more racial justice in every domain of our lives, which is one reason why a lot of companies, a lot of public organizations were forced to kind of contend with whether their practices were in line with the goals of Black Lives Matter.
There are a lot of different ways to think about success and failure. And one of the most important ones when we're thinking about movements is, do they change how people talk and think about issues, right? People have a really different language today in terms of how they talk about racial inequality. And it would be hard to not credit BLM for helping Americans to develop that vocabulary. Things like structural racism. That language is much more prominent now than it was 4, 5, 6 years ago.
What we see now is that the Black Lives Matter movement has the largest cross-section of people involved in protest activities than we've ever seen. And so when you bring all of these people together and so forth, it creates a much more powerful social force. Social movements aren't marginal to societies. They are central engines of social change.